Hey everybody, here for Empire Season 2 spring premiere. Oh my god, this episode was everything. I mean, it still left us with a lot of questions. It still left us with a lot of questions, but oh my god, the suspense and the drama, it was just I'm gonna just talk about everything that happened. Everything I remember in no specific order. So it started off with we find out that Rhonda did not die. Because I don't know about the rest of y'all, but when I saw the trailer for the second half of the second season, I was like, oh god, she died, the baby died, and you know. So Rhonda, she's on the floor. She's like, slightly unconscious, can't really tell, but the person who's walking out her front door has on these red bottom flat looking shoes, it looked like. So, she was able to see those. So, she's trying to figure out how she can call somebody, let them know that she's hurt or whatever. So she's laying on the floor and she's praying to herself and she's like, God, I don't care what happens to me, just please save the baby. So, she takes her phone and she throws it at the glass on her door so that the alarm will be set off. So while all of this is going on, the whole thing with Empire being taken over by Camilla and Hakeem, this is going on. Lucius is pissed or whatever. So Lucius is refusing to leave his seat. And Camilla is like, well, she comes with the cops and she's like, Lucius, you gotta go. And he's like, the only way I'll go is if you make me leave. You have to pry me out this seat. This is my company. I worked hard for it. So again, Jamal, he's performing. I think it was a new song or something like that, but he's performing. And I'm not going to talk about it in what order because I'm just going to talk about the important stuff. So he's performing and whatnot. So while all this is going on, Lucius is still trying to stay in his seat, not trying to, Camilla's trying to get him out. He's not leaving. So next thing you know, Becky comes in and she's like, Lucius, Rhonda's in the hospital. Something happened to her. She's not good. So that makes him get up and out of his seat. So before all of that happened, Cookie was waiting on Jamal at the door with the broom, honey. And she's basically trying to persuade him to change his vote. And Jamal is like, I wasn't even originally going to vote against that until it was time to vote. And, Cookie is just trying to make him see, listen, if you vote against Lucius, then all of us are out. It's not just Lucius. I understand you got this beef with your dad, but it's not just Lucius. Crapping on the whole family. So she trying to persuade him to change his vote. He said he ain't going to change it. Remember in season 1 when she took that broom and she said, what I want is some respect, and she beat the crap out of him? I believe this ass whooping was worse. Because she beat him like he stole something. And mad people on my timeline was like, see? Cookie is proof that black mothers will grab anything in sight and beat the crap out of you with it. I'm like, especially them southern mothers, them Spanish mothers. So, what else happened? So, Rhonda's in the hospital. And the family is there, and Cookie is like, well, who's gonna break the news to him because he's on his way. So Hakeem came to check on everybody, and Cookie was like, no, you might want to stay away because all of us are here, and you basically exiled yourself from the family. So she's like, we're gonna have to keep it together before Dre gets here because he's gonna be very upset and he's gonna be sad. So Cookie tells him, Rhonda's okay, she's fine, but the baby didn't make it. So, Dre, he's very upset. He's very sad. And he starts crying. So he goes in the room and he sits with Rhonda. And Rhonda's like, I feel so guilty. I feel so stupid. I feel so, I'm clumsy. And he's like, you know what? It's not your fault. So she's like, he says something to the effect of, God got us, we good. And she's like, there is no God. God doesn't exist. Because if God existed, then he would have made sure everything is okay. So when she said that, okay, I respect people's beliefs. Whether you believe in God or not, I respect it because that's your belief. But my whole thing is somebody had pointed this out on my timeline too, and I retweeted it. they were saying if God doesn't exist, then who are you praying to? And I'm like, right, because she sure enough was on that floor praying to somebody, and then she said, I was praying. You know, so you were praying to somebody, God, Jehovah, Allah, whoever it is, it's the same person, you know. I mean, if you don't believe that there's a God, then that means that you're an atheist and you shouldn't be praying to nobody. I mean that's just my assumption. I don't know. I don't know the gist of what atheists do, what exactly they believe in, but you can't say there's no God and then you're praying. But who are you praying to if you think that God doesn't exist? Or maybe she was just saying that because she was upset at the fact that the baby passed away. But I mean, things happen for a reason, you know. And I said that I feel like that the baby dying and her being pushed down the stairs, all of that was karma for her and Andre killing Vernon and getting away with it. So I guess the person, Boo Boo Kitty, that pushed her down the stairs is, you know, payback. I mean, unfortunately, the baby had nothing to do with what Rhonda and Andre did, but the baby was the most important thing to them. So, you know, they took Vernon away, the baby passed away. And, you know, it's sad, it's unfortunate. And I mean, even though I can't stand Rhonda, I hate to hear about any woman who's excited for a baby and the baby passes away. I hate that. But I couldn't stand Rhonda. Rhonda did her dirty work. You know, Andre did his dirty work, but at least he's owning up to his dirty work. It seems like Rhonda is not trying to own up to what she's done. And like I said, this is like karma and it's coming around, you know, threefold for them. So then, you know, Jamal is trying to tell Hakeem, like, yo, you know, you're trying to run, you know, you're trying to be CEO and run Empire, but, you know, you messing up. You know, you dividing the family and whatnot. So Hakeem, I think Hakeem was beginning to feel the pressure. And, you know, Jamal is basically like, do you really think that you can be CEO of this company? Like, it's a lot that comes with it. So, you know, Jamal, again, cracking under pressure. He goes into, what's the name of that girl group? Dang, Empire been off like since December, so I can't even remember. Was it Mirage a Trois? Menage a Trois? Whatever. Them three girls, the three Spanish girls, and he dates the lead singer. He goes in there and he just goes on a warpath calling Lauren all kinds of bitches and all this other stuff. So, you know, she's pissed and she left him alone. So they're trying to figure out, well, this was the funny part, and I didn't even really catch this until I looked up and I was like, oh shoot. Lucius is sitting there playing the piano, but they're showing all these scenes with all these board members that voted against him to be voted out of Empire, and all these terrible things that happened to him. They done hung, and it looked like they fried this lady cat, hung it up, and the guy was getting jumped in a yard, and I'm like, but Lucius just sitting here cool as a cucumber playing his piano. Like, Lucius got some soldiers on his side, because I'm like, all he doing is playing the piano. And their lives are being ruined while this man is playing the piano. So, Boo Boo Kitty visits Rhonda in the hospital, and I'm like, look at this bitch here. Like, she ain't got no heart. I'm like, I don't care what nobody's saying. Until we find out the truth, I think Boo Boo Kitty killed that baby. So, she's in the hospital. And, you know, she's like, when I heard the news, you know, I was just so sad. You know, what happened? And, you know, Rhonda's like, I was just tired of the alarm going off. And I don't know what happened. Like, next thing you know, I don't know if I slipped. I don't know, but I fell down the stairs. And, you know, Anika is like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, why is she putting on for the cameras? We know you pushed her down the stairs. So I'm sitting up here and I'm looking because I remember them shoes, and I'm like, I'm trying to see if she wearing the same shoes to the hospital. Because if she is, she bold. Because Rhonda saw them shoes. So I'm looking, I'm like, them don't look like the same shoes. She probably took them home or whatever. But yeah, I'm like, this chick is bold. So, you know, Rhonda's like, you know, I don't know what to do, you know. So, you know, she's like, basically trying to tell, well, Boo Boo Kitty's basically trying to say, you know, you're young, you can have more babies or whatever. And she's like, yeah, but there's no more heir. She was like, I'm pretty sure there will be an heir soon. And then remember, Boo Boo Kitty is pregnant by Hakeem. She just hasn't said anything to anyone yet. So that's motive enough for her to kill Dre and Rhonda's baby, because she wants to be the sole heir, the sole, woman carrying the lion baby. So what else happened? So Cookie is basically trying to talk Lucius off of a ledge. And she's basically like, I'm gonna get to Camilla. I just gotta get on the inside. I'm devising a plan and it's gonna come together. So her and Lucius, say they're gonna come together on the plan. And basically what happens is Jamal is like he's the top artist at Empire. So his album isn't released. His Black and White album is not released yet. And if Lion Dynasty releases it, that'll look bad on Hakeem. But before this happened, when they had the meeting, they called the meeting to say who will be the CEO because all of those members withdrew. So Hakeem jumps up and he's like, listen, I'm not scared of nobody. I'll be the CEO of Empire and I'll run it because I have the lion name. And I'm like, Hakeem, you done dug your own grave, bro, because you become CEO and you run Empire, Lucius is going to gun for you. So then when Cookie and the rest of them came and told him, listen, if you don't release the album, regardless, the album is going to be released with or without you. Because it'll look bad on you if it's released under something else. And you'll have to deal with all that press and that pressure. So, can we come together on this? So they decided to come together. All the while, Cookie got that plan in her head. Oh, I'm going to get Camilla up out of here. Because she was looking at her like, I got something for you. I'm like, yes, Cookie. I'm like, yes, I know Cookie got something. She got something brewing in that brain of her. Cookie is a smart cookie. So then, I guess Hakeem realized, he's letting all of this beef go to his head or whatever. So he goes and he tries to make it up to Lauren. And he apologizes to her. And he's like, I'm sorry, babe. At first I just wanted to get back at my father. But now all I want is you. And she takes him upstairs. And gave him the cookies. And in the middle of it happening, they told each other, I love you. But we all know when a girl loses her virginity and they say I love you during sex, that's for the moment, because you in the moment and it's a moment. Half the time it's not true, because if a dude is having sex with you and he's taking your virginity and he's telling you I love you, it's because he's in the moment. He don't mean it. Half the time guys do not mean it when they say I love you, when they tapping that. So I'm like, okay, well, she ain't virgin no more. And then while all this is going on, she got Jesus on the cross hanging over her. I was like, Jesus is not pleased. He's not happy with this. He's not pleased. I'm surprised he ain't come off the cross and, come off the cross, smack some sense into both of them. But anyway, so, what else happened? Lucius meets up with Hakeem in the same exact spot where he killed Bunky. And he basically admitted, he said, listen, you know where you standing right now? You standing right where my best friend his life was taken. And he's the one that introduced me to your mother. And he admitted that he killed Bunky. And he said, listen, if you have the balls right now to kill me and take over my company, I have nothing but respect for you. But if you do not kill me right here, right now, I promise you, I'm coming for your life. So, it looked like Hakeem was going to try and do it, but I'm sitting here like Hakeem is not no killer. Hakeem talks a good game, and he wants to wear, the big boy drawers, but Hakeem ain't got the heart. He's not built for it. So naturally, he didn't kill Lucius. He's going to take the gun down and he's going to say to Lucius, I don't have to do what you tell me to do. So Lucius was like, all right, Hakeem, watch your back. I always keep my promises. And somebody pointed out on my Twitter, Lucius had on gloves. Hakeem didn't. And Lucius gave Hakeem the gun. So, at some point in this season, Lucius is going to set Hakeem up. You could tell. Either that or he's going to kill Hakeem. One or the other. But Hakeem better watch his back. He has a huge target on his back. And then there was also talk with Jamal and Cookie about bisexual and gay and lesbian. And some people got riled up about that because they're like, it's already too many labels with bisexuals and gays and all of that. Gays just need to stick to one thing or whatever. And I mean, I somewhat agree, but I also agree that we need to stop with all the labels. Like, some people don't want to be categorized, you know? But that was basically the episode. Season 2, spring premiere. Off to a great start already. I am loving it, and I cannot wait to see the rest of the season. It looks like it's going to be drama-filled. And like, we're going to finally everybody going to finally find out that Boo Boo Kitty is pregnant by Hakeem, Lauren, Camilla, all these people. And Hakeem he's a thought. Because he done slept with Boo Boo Kitty. He messing around with Camilla and Lauren. Hakeem is a thought. But this was a good spring premiere. Like, it was very entertaining from beginning to end. I'm not going to lie. The fall premiere was a little bit dry. Like, sometimes it dragged. But this caught everybody's attention and held us all on by, like, you know, we all sitting there watching it. Like, so it was a good spring premiere. I can't wait for next Wednesday. This is going to be a good season. I will be reviewing it every week. So thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.